of it has to do with the weather enthusiasts and these Facebook pages. And listen, I don't want to throw water on these guys. Most of them are high school kids and they love weather and they want to learn weather and they don't mean any harm. But they'll get on Facebook and they'll say, look at the STP. Look at these updraft helicity tracks. This is going to be worse than April 27th, 2011. This is going to be a killer mega storm of the century. And people don't know it's a 15-year-old kid. And they're going to share it and share it and share it and share it and share it. And it just gets out of hand. And, I think that's part of the problem. And I don't even like that question when people ask me that. For example, we have a very high-end severe weather episode likely here Thursday. It's pretty common for episodes like this in March and April. This is the core of the spring segment of the tornado season. And the question is, will this be like April 27, 2011? I don't even like to answer that. That's a bad question. And of course, the answer is no. Let's do a study of climatology. I love numbers. I love looking at history. I really do think if you study history and climatology, it's a valid way of looking at what might happen in the future. And where we are down here, our generational events prior to 2011, what's the one before that? You guys were not even alive when the other one happened. April 3rd and 4th, 1974. Okay, I was a senior in high school. That changed my life. That's a topic for another show. But prior to that, it was March 21st, 1932. Prior to that, it was February, 19th of 1884, the Enigma outbreak. So they happen every 40 years. And that's a generational, really a definition of generational type storm to me. So the next time we have a day like April 27, 2011, I will be at the cemetery. But, so what? I mean, we had 25 tornadoes the other day. That's a big deal. And we didn't have all these, strong, violent tornadoes. It didn't produce that. And in a way, maybe you can, that's part of the criteria that I think was not met. But other than that, that was a big deal that day. And, we got to quit getting hung up in these comparisons and all this hype and everything. I mean, and here's the other thing, too. If we hype everything that comes along, nobody's going to listen to us. Nobody. I mean, goodness. And what we don't even recognize is the fact that there are a lot of people that are scared to death of this thing. There are people right now that are scared to death of what's going to happen Thursday because of something that's happened in their life. They've had a close encounter with a tornado, hurricane, severe thunderstorm, flood. Something's happened and it triggers this PTSD or some reaction, and they have a real phobia. And goodness, if I go on and say, the odds, somebody chewed me out last week because I said the odds of your house being hit on one of the biggest severe weather days in history, like April 27, 2011, are tiny, tiny. Most everybody in Alabama was not affected April 27, 2011. And some guy just reamed me out. He said, most of the state was affected. No, you're lying. So we've got to do something to calm these folks down and give them some comfort level and quit hyping everything up and do it in a calm way. And we'll get through it together. We'll be okay. So I don't like these comps every time we have a moderate risk or a high risk, and immediately it's going to be another April 27th. Every event is different. And again, the next time we have a day like that, be 2038, 2048, 2050, you guys will still be doing this show here, but I won't be around.